Welcome back, another episode of On the Streets. Hey, look, I got the mega hats in. Hey, all right. So we got another eclectic video here, hitting a lot on the Green New Deal, and getting people's opinions on that. But we got a couple of other topics coming in and out of this. As you know, it's on the streets. It's not like I got a script, know who's coming by. Well, what the hell they're going to start talking about, and what subjects are going to come up. It's the front lines, baby. Anything can happen. So if you like what I'm doing out there, you know the routine, huh? Oh, yeah, and speaking of which, look, like I put up a video yesterday, right? It took me 12 hours to put it up because, I don't know, the weather slowed the internet up. But I put it up late last night. And immediately, of course, started getting hits and views. And within a couple hours, it was over 100 views. Got up this morning, it was 149. It's been 5 hours, it's still at 149. You don't think there's anything fishy there, do you? You don't think like the YouTube's messing with me or anything, do you? Huh? Yeah, well, they are. And that's where you guys come in. This is a battle. We know that we're fighting against, forces that we're swimming upstream. We're fighting on their battlefield. So we're at a disadvantage there. And there's only one way we can beat them here is by just keep pounding away, keep coming at them, keep moving forward right into them, because that's it. We just can't give up. So I'm out there doing what I can. But I can only go so far. Once I release these videos, then it gets to you. And then it's in your ballpark. You have to help me if you want to stay in this fight. If you want to be part of this fight. I mean, we all, we can't all be on the street doing what I'm doing. It'd be nice if more of you get out there and do that. It'd be great. But the next best thing to do here is to go ahead and promote my videos. So you got to share them on your platforms, put them on your social networks, and push them out there so other people see them and get beyond this censorship, get beyond what they're trying to do here. That's the only way we beat them. Of course, there's other ways too. I mean, you can buy some of my designs. I'd like to see more of that happening, of course, because that spreads the message. I got my, my 9/11 t-shirt on or sweatshirt on right now. You can get this one in color. This is an old one, but the new ones are in color, so it's even better. So I got great designs at badassuncle.sam.threadless.com. Go get, yourself a sweatshirt, t-shirt, cell phone or a mug, and everything comes with it. Trigger back guarantee. If you do not trigger a liberal, you will get your money back. Or you can go ahead and just throw money at me at PayPal at badassuncle.sam76 at gmail.com. So there's ways we can fight this. You like the thing, you hit the like button and all that good groovy stuff. But promote these videos. I mean, staying stagnant at 141 hits is squat. I mean, I got over 10,000 subscribers. I'm getting 149 views. What? So they're screwing with us. So anyway, help me out there. Remember, this is a spiritual battle that we're fighting with material means. So, give me the materials to stay out there and do this fight. So I want to God bless you. I want you to get to this video, and let's get on the streets.
Construction design and construction for accessibility projects for wheelchairs, for hard of hearing, sight impaired, that kind of stuff. So do that for another year or so, and then I think we're going to move to Florida.
Are you?
Yeah.
You had enough of it, have you?
Yeah.
Enough of the needles and the poop and the
Poop, yeah.
Yeah. Some of the pictures I've seen where like a lot of the homeless are hanging out in
Oh yeah.
Bardstown there.
Yeah, and you think there's no more about taking care of our own people first.
You would think.
It's terrible.
You would think.
You would think, huh? You would hope, right?
I know it's
It's like it's hard to even watch and listen to these people.
I know. Well, I mean, the Green New Deal, huh?
New Deal, huh? the bimbo, the new bimbo.
There goes Bart's. We're gonna have to swim across the bay.
So somebody said our general manager wanted to make our train system a sanctuary train system.
He wasn't kidding.
No, they want the people to feel safe on the train. Sanctuary. So I brought that up at one of our staff meetings. My boss went, "Don't talk about it." Okay,
it's crazy.
And he'll post like the Trump memes. He'll put something. He put something about the wall the other day, and me and him were just having a conversation. And one of her cousins popped in, and it turned into a war. So my dad was like, "I'm just turning this off. I'm done."
Amazing. What were they saying? Why would they object to the wall? What were they saying?
It's pointless, which, I mean, I kind of sort of get it because you can dig the tunnels or whatever. But if he does it the way he's supposed to do it and the way it's been planned, we'll be fine.
Yeah, but what the point is, what's the alternative? Make it easier for them?
Yeah, I mean,
all right, so they're going to dig a tunnel. Good. We'll make it harder for them.
We already have the wall. They just got to finish the wall.
Now, have you guys heard about the Green New Deal?
What it is?
Yes. What are your thoughts on that?
She's a fucking moron. You can see the stupidity in her eyes when she's just staring.
She can't figure out what she's talking about because she'll either one day she likes one thing and the next day she hates it, and then it goes back and forth.
But you got all the heavyweight Democrats. I just know a lot of them are signing up on the Green New Deal. They're going because she's such a rock star. Everybody's going, ooh.
It's because her stupidity made her popular. And the sad part is that's how society works nowadays. You post a dumb YouTube, Instagram, Facebook video, and you are a superstar.
Indeed. I think they have a contest going, seeing how they can out-dumb each other.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I seriously, I have a bet with myself that every day they say or do something dumber than they said or did the day before. I haven't lost yet.
That's just how it works.
It's amazing, isn't it?
They're stupid. They are. They're very stupid.
So I'm getting to people, so you've heard about the Green New Deal?
No.
Oh, man. This is great. You're going to love this. This, you know who Cortez is, Octavia Cortez, right? The big new star. Yeah, she introduced a bill called the Green New Deal because she came out and said we're all going to be dead in 12 years if we don't switch over to renewable energy because of global warming, right? So she introduced a bill where we have to get rid of all combustible engines within 10 years, refit every building in the United States to renewable energy, get rid of planes, and switch to high-speed rail. Yeah. And all the Democrats are jumping on board with this and going, oh, this is great.
Well, it's just not feasible. It's all good ideas, but it's not feasible.
You think it's a good idea to get rid of planes?
Well, you can't. That's what he's saying. That's probably the only thing that I don't agree with. I'm a tree hugger, so you're talking
Well, wait. Can I ask you that? I mean,
except for getting rid of planes, I agree with high-speed rail, absolutely. Except that everything costs so much now.
They're putting in high-speed rail in our area, in the Seattle area.
Yeah.
It's going to cost
should have been done $50 billion.
Yeah, but doesn't that also? I mean, what do you run that on?
It's the biggest
but
scam
you're moving a lot of people. removing a lot of people.
I see. So you believe in global warming? Man-made?
Climate change.
Climate change.
And I just believe that it doesn't matter.
Well, the climate's always changing.
It doesn't matter, but if everybody can do their part to help make this a better planet, because you know how polluted. Look, you want to live in China?
Well, yeah, but if you understand, if I may, CO2 is the big boogeyman. That's what they say. We got to reduce our carbon footprint, CO2. Correct? Now, if I may, CO2 is an element of life.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not a pollutant.
Well, it is if it's too much of anything.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me. How much CO2 is in the air right now then?
You have no idea.
Well, then if you don't know that, how can you tell me that there's too much of it?
Well, look at the pollution.
No, it's not. We just said that CO2 is not a pollutant. We just said that. So CO2 is not a pollutant.
I didn't. You said that. I didn't say that.
Well, no, you agreed with me.
No, it's a lot of things that are natural. Petroleum is natural.
No. Petroleum is something we make. CO2 we breathe out. Volcanoes make it.
Oil.
Decay makes it. The oceans make it. It's a natural element of life. Plants breathe it in. Without CO2, they die.
Well, absolutely.
So the more CO2, the bigger and faster plants grow and the more food. It's a reciprocal gas.
Except that we're killing all the plants. We're stripping rainforests.
Which is a separate subject. But I'm still focused on the fact that the environmentalists focus on CO2, the carbon footprint CO2. So we have to reduce our carbon footprint, but it's a reciprocal gas. But my point is, if it's an element of life, we need it to live. That plants breathe out oxygen after they breathe in CO2, so we breathe in oxygen, and they grow faster and stronger with CO2. Why would we want to kill plants by reducing the CO2 and then wind up killing ourselves?
But we are.
But not because of the CO2.
Doesn't matter why.
Okay, here's
but the tree huggers say it's because of carbon. You're missing the point.
Here's the deal. Okay, here's the real deal. The bottom line here is, you're right. She's right. The bottom line here is that we're taking all the natural insulation out of the earth by sucking all the oil out. Now,
where's the study on that?
Oh, there's lots of studies on it.
I have never seen anything on that.
Think about it. Just think about it. Okay, this is something you probably haven't thought about or talked about.
Oh, no, I think about this. As a matter of fact, I helped start the Institute for Environmental Alternatives with Professor Ron Cohn in 1972 and lived with scientists for 3.5 years and studied this extensively.
Okay.
I have forgotten more about this, most people know. I have never heard anything that you just brought up ever mentioned like that.
Well, here's the deal. It's pretty simple. If you take a big round ball like the Earth, and you got a big hot thing in the middle, and then you got oil that runs around it as an insulator, and you start sucking that out.
Who says oil's the insulator?
It is. It's part of an insulator. It's part of the natural protection against the heat of the center of the earth.
But why? How come the oil wells, which they said we were going to run out? Remember the big deal about?
Political bullshit. That's all.
Well, if it's political bullshit, why is it what you're bringing political bullshit? Because the oil wells have refilled.
Because they're sucking in from everywhere else.
Because the Earth makes it. I mean, it's like the Earth is makes this stuff.
Okay, well, I just it's pretty simple if you look at it from the outside and you say that's what's causing a lot of the change in the
Not
atmosphere.
That big yellow thing in the sky?
Oh, that's changes too.
Well, then how come they never mention that in any of the global warming articles? And here's another thing they never mention, which is really weird, because there's so much documentation on this that'll make your head spin. If you look up weather modification programs, you'll go back to 1891 and see government and private programs heavily funded to modify climate and weather. Matter of fact, Eisenhower started in 1954 the Department of Weather and Climate Modification. Lieutenant Ben Livingston took that, became known as the father of weather weapons. I mean, developed weather weapons that we use to this day. In 1970, we used them in Vietnam, and when that was discovered, the UN passed the UN Weather Weapons Treaty banning the use of weather weapons. Well, actually, it's hard to stop that, because how do you do that? So other nations have developed weather weapons. China recently bragged about making it rain over an area the size of France if they wanted to. They bragged about making it snow for the Winter Olympics. HARP is a documented program that Dennis Kucinich said we got to, stop funding this because it's, we're messing with the weather. Elite Air Force document 1995 said was named Weather as a Force Multiplier, Controlling the Weather by 2025. It's a 1,500-page article detailing the technical means in which we can control the weather. So why is none of this heavily documented material ever mentioned in any global warming conference, in any article? Why? Why is it never brought up that we're actually controlling and manipulating the weather with geoengineering programs and chemtrails and all these other things? Why is that never mentioned? Why do they only bring up CO2 because we breathe it out, and it's because they can control what we use? So it's not about controlling the environment or helping the environment. It's about controlling us. It's all about, and that's why the Green New Deal, which you've heard about, with Cortez, saying, oh, we're all going to die in 12 years.
She's way over the edge.
Well, but all the Democrats are just tripping over, her, saying, now she introduced the Green New Deal, saying, we got to revamp everything. All the buildings have to rebuild for renewable energy. We have to do away with combustible engines in 10 years. I mean, how is this even feasible?
Oh, it's not. But the thing of it is, it's nice to be able to look ahead and say, okay, maybe in 10 years, anybody that's building a new house has the ability to put a solar panel set up on their roof.
It costs more. There's more pollution building the solar panels than you can even imagine.
Yeah, but so...
The pollution that goes into making a solar panel is astronomical.
Yeah, well, I know. There's always a way around that. So.
Well, how?
Well, you have a great day, man. I got to catch up with it. So.
I'm doing this for my brother, not for me.
Oh, really?
I'm opposite.
You're opposite?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to talk to you. So why don't you listen to your brother more? Now, I got a question for you. You don't mind? Because, I think we ought to, talk more so we can come to some understanding, right?
Okay.
Don't you think? Don't you think there's a little bit too much rancor and hate and,
Absolutely, we need to be in the middle.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because you're close to up there, right? About Octavia Cortez, the new darling of the left, right? Now, so I'm asking about that Green New Deal she's come up with. Can you give me your thoughts on this Green New Deal?
I don't know what the Green New Deal is, and I'm not even that interested.
Her plan was, we're going to give everything to everybody. We're going to, in order to make things better, we're not going to have cars anymore. We're going to go completely off the fuels in 10 years. But the best part was, we're going to make sure you have a good, solid living for anyone who can't work or doesn't want to work.
Yeah, unwilling to work, yeah.
I'm in the middle. I'm a middle kind of girl.
Oh, so in other words, only half the people that don't want to work can get paid.
That's right. That's how I am.
You
Not really.
We're all for you.
Well, thank you very much.
We are.
Don't be a moochin' liberal. Tip for pig. That's terrific.
Well, thank you.
It is. It's good.
It is.
It is. It's like I'm sick of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. You said it, right?
I don't think enough people are sick of it.
No, they're not. It's so sad.
You live in New Jersey, man. That's fucking scary.
I know. Have your weather.
Here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. This is good for any crime in the world.
Dude, I got to pay.
All you have to do is you just identify yourself as Hillary. That's the problem.
Can you go online and order your stuff online?
Yeah, indeed you can.
I married her and she hasn't slept with me in 45 years.
Right. And
My stuff.
I wouldn't want to anyway.
And for women, how can women that claim to be so whatever even think she's cool or even think the other one is? You know, and what about Muslim issues? They should be so upset and help them that are in suppression.
The Democratic Party is
it's ridiculous
right now. They're exploding.
We love it though. We're rabid Republicans.
We love it. We think it's fantastic.
I'm a libertarian, so I just
we think it's fantastic. They're all going to implode by election time.
Well, you see the
AOC is just a jackass. I can't believe it. I mean, like
how can you not like the Green New Deal?
Because in 12 years I ain't getting on any solar-powered airplane.
Some people say some dumb things, but we're going to get rid of airplanes and cars and everything else. Man, we're going to revamp everybody's house in 10 years. You know, surely somebody must be telling her.
Well, explain to me this about.
Stop talking. The problem is that people are telling her this is a good idea.
Yeah, they're actually jumping on board with her, which is like, what?
Right. Well, I am pro-choice, and I cannot believe that they are passing this. Like these states are passing these laws.
Right. See, I think
it's just.
I think it's sad. I think it's part of women back.
Just say you're committing murder because it's the same thing.
It is.
The baby's out of the womb. It's like, oh, we're going to kill it. It's okay.
I mean, there's special.
I don't really like. And I'm.
We're okay with baby killers.
Like
just don't wear blackface.
What sex is it? Oh, it's a male. Go, let it go. You know,
I think it's sad. She lives here.
Hey, when a baby comes out, put blackface on it.
Got so liberal thanks to this city, I'll tell you. It's just. No, I think it's sad because women are going backwards with that. It's ruining what good you have done to have abortions.
It's going to force the feds to put a law in place that they can't do it.
You can't do that. Then you get into selection of sex, and then you don't.
You're ruining it.
You know, but you don't want a boy, you don't want a girl. I mean, then it's going to get into all this stuff, which is crazy. I mean, I'm a special ed teacher, so there are some tough cases, and I'm all about.
My husband has a special needs sister.
Yeah,
and
so
you
we're all
don't
about
see those pregnancies going through anymore. They're
right.
putting them in. It's terrible.
But I think that when we're getting into stuff like we are with the whole term, it makes me just.
I think that's just nauseating. It is.
And why are not people more shocked? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Good trip.
Thank you. Take care.
Indeed.
Guys. The Green New Deal.
Think it might. What does it look like I'm trying to communicate?
Well, I think it's offensive that you have this poster of Hillary here.
Who gives a shit what you think?
Well, that's right. That's a good point, but I'm just expressing to you that I think it's offensive as a woman.
So?
Okay. That's fine. You don't have to...
What's offensive about saying not grab there?
Oh, I didn't know that that's what that means?
Yeah.
Don't grab...
Well, that's what the X out means.
Okay. Don't grab a woman in her vagina.
That's what that means.
Okay. Okay. All right, good. Because men shouldn't grab women in the vagina.
Unless it's consensual.
Yes, that's true.
No one ever said he ever did that unconsensually.
Yeah, who knows?
Well,
who knows?
You know, no woman's ever said he did.
No woman ever said that he did it.
Hi there, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
If you'd like to leave anything in the Bulletproof Vest Fund, it's always appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, no one's ever accused him of doing it unconsensually.
It's kind of not a good leadership quality. We left her. Anyway.
Well, then can we bring up the Clintons? And the rapes that he committed? And the rapes that she hid? And how she demeaned the women that accused him of rape? Can we bring them up? How's that for leadership quality?
Yeah, it's probably not a good leadership quality either.
Oh, no, it's just look her up, right? Bulletproof Vest Fund, yeah.
So we got to get your picture.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
There you go. That's better. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you guys take it easy. That was. Oh, you triggered. Oh.
I didn't even want to see.
Oh, you poor, well, because you got nothing to say. Because you couldn't have a conversation with me. You couldn't do it. You haven't got the mental capacity. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Are you hiding now?
No. I want to get your opinion on the Green New Deal. That seems to be the big thing.
I don't even know about the Green New Deal, but you think that that's a good move? What Trump wants to do in the U.S. That's a good idea.
Yeah. What do you got an objection to?
Because he's a racist, bigotist.
Whoa. Stop. Let's stop right there. What has he ever done that's racist?
What?
No, wait, you brought it up. You can't even, I told you you could not debate. I told you could not debate. Now you just proved it to me. You just proved you an idiot. You couldn't finish your argument. You're a moron.
How many people do you think you can offend in a day?
Alright.
You ever have anybody walk by and give you a piece of their mind or not?
Well, yeah, but that's all they ever do is they never stop and actually have a decent conversation, you know. I mean, every now and then, probably 1 out of 50, maybe.
They're ready for Hillary.
But, that's what I like doing. I mean, you can see the question I got up on the Green New Deal, about that one that Cortez has introduced. Just idiocy like that. So I like to get them to see if I can get any of them to talk about it. And I can,
A socialist plan, you mean, to make everybody equal?
Yeah, so we don't die in 12 years.
Right, so there's no American dream anymore.
There's no nothing anymore. I don't know.
It's kind of sad. It's really sad, actually.
Yeah. Indeed. If you hit you can go to my YouTube channel. You can see, a lot of the conversations I have out here. And
that's right on your card. I can look that up.
Yeah. So most of them, like you brought up, they're just hit and runs. People come by and say something stupid, and then I try to, explain it to me. Why don't you give me some specifics? And of course I can't. I just got into it at a tree hugger about this. Explain to me why CO2 is a problem.
Right.
Because there's too much of it in the air. Well, how much of it is in the air right now?
How many parts per million do you know?
Yeah. No. Well, then how can you tell me there's too much?
You back it up with ideas, not facts.
Yeah. It's
Facts hurt people's feelings.
What are you feeling? Nothing but feelings.
That's funny.
I know. So I love that. I don't know. You probably didn't catch it, but Trump tweeted out about the Green New Deal this morning.
I've been on vacation for 5 days. So I haven't really been watching it.
But he just mocked it. He says, "Oh, this is a brilliant idea. I hope that all the Democrats pick it up." Yes. Eliminate cars, planes, trains. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Brilliant. Do away with the military. Fabulous.
How much is one of them pieces?
All of this is done by donation. It's all original work. Most people give me around $10,000 for it, but being that you're a patriot, But I sign them. Are you one of the group leaders?
Yes. Miss Vice President.
Miss Vice President? Yeah, tell me about this. Tell me about the group.
Okay, well, we are a group from LSMSA. It's a school in Natchitoches.
A school in where? Pardon me? A school in where?
In Natchitoches, Louisiana. And we just go around, we have a boarding school. We come from around the state to Natchitoches and we live there, per se, And it's like on a college campus. We try to, we're taking like college level classes, such as, I'm in genetics right now, modern genetics. You're taking...
Genetics?
Yeah, genetics, yeah.
I'm taking music theory.
And it's a very interesting school. It's definitely different from high school. It's a college essentially.
Good. Well, definitely have some intelligent students. I mean, speaking of it, very, very percent there. But genetics is one of the. I mean, we're talking about some very, very. There's some very strange things happening in genetics right now.
We are doing a current project on CRISPR.
Yes.
The implications on that, yes.
Holy mackerel, right.
Yeah. It's crazy, honestly. Like, it starts small, and then it goes big, it goes into whole
Couldn't that get out of hand?
Yeah, definitely. There's current UN restrictions, both trying to get restrictions on it, but many people are saying this is a possibility of like starting something new. We could have modified children, end disease, end cancer, and it's honestly, it's not enough time with the rapid speed technology is growing. It's not enough time to further realize the potential we have and the power.
Plus, you're always going to have rogue actors. Yeah. I mean, you could put the laws out there and restrictions, but you're always going to have, like, you know, some crazy scientists get it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just scary. Yeah, well, God bless you. I mean, you know, with that, I hope you can find a way to put a lid on that, because Christmas scares me.
Yes.
I mean, there's even talk about we already have chimeras.
Yeah, we do. We have a chimera between.
We do?
We do. They exist.
Ah!
I worked for EMS at the time.
You did?
I did. It's not stuff you're allowed to talk about. A lot of people get very upset when you talk about that stuff.
Give me a story.
I wasn't, believe it or not, I was actually not working that day.
Okay.
But a couple of people I am with were. And they were there
I would love
when it
to
all
talk
happened.
to them.
Yeah, they
because
were.
I mean, I've talked to firemen that were out there. I've talked to policemen out there. Talked to a woman who worked in the second tower that survived that. So I've got a lot of first-hand accounts. And you're right, they don't talk
No,
about
of course not.
17 years we've been living this life. 18 years now.
It's unpatriotic to question the fact that something like that could have been
I find
allowed
it's
to happen.
patriotic.
I agree, but most of the people that we know don't feel that way.
God bless you, brother.
Take care, brother.
How you doing?
Good.
Where are you guys from?
Biloxi.
Where?
Biloxi.
Oh, yeah, you're in the hood.
Yeah, close enough.
What do you do there?
I do medical records right now.
Oh, all right.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, of course. So you heard about the Green New Deal, huh?
Oh, God, those idiots want to get rid of airplanes and everything. Bunch of booger-eating morons. Oh, my God. Fucking Ocasio-Cortez got the goddamn IQ of a fucking onion.
But you got a bunch of Democrats jumping on board with her. This is what I don't understand. You know that I mean, Pelosi is trying to get rid of her because it's you know she's challenging her
everything up for her.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and it doesn't make sense to me. You got a bunch of illegals coming in that's taking our jobs, sucking up. 60% of them is on the welfare system. They're taking up everything for our seniors, our vets, our kids.
Yeah, but that, well, you know what their long term, you know what they want.
They want everybody dependent on the fucking government.
Yeah, you got it.
And now they come out with the, oh, well, if you don't want to work, you don't have to. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to bring every fucking Democrat with their hand out from here to God knows where.
Yeah. It's going to come to a head. I don't know. A lot of people say there's going to be blood, man. There's going to be a civil war.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, hell, they're already trying to take our guns and every other damn thing that, you know.
You know, our founding fathers never would have let it get this far.
No. It used to be that people were shunned or ashamed to act the way the Democrats do now. You know?
You know what I'm looking for? I'm wondering why, because there's like 100 million gun owners in this country, or most of them are, you know, right-leaning. If just half of 1% of them went down to the border.
Oh, I know. I'd love to see them line up at the damn border with a bunch of rednecks all for $50 a head. Oh my God!
I'm just saying. Look, if someone would start organizing that, you know, having militias, just that. Why are we even waiting on these dumb politicians to do anything? They're not going to do. It's just us, the citizens, go down there with our own guns and go.
Exactly. Exactly. All our vets and everything, especially from World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, even the Iraqi War, you know, they know that the government don't take care of them. They take care of illegals that they shouldn't. You know?
I don't know why we just don't take it into our own hands. Why are we waiting around for these idiots to do something? They're not going to do it. They're corrupt. They're inept. So why are we counting on corrupt, inept people to take care of us?
Well, hell, I mean, look at how they're doing the Virginia Democrats.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there fucking and sucking and blackface everything. And if it was a Republican, oh my God, they'd be raising holy fucking hell.
And the only reason they're keeping them in there is because the fourth guy in line is a Republican.
I know. Do me a favor. Give me a quick picture. I got it.
You're standing on that side of Donald. I'll do something to get you kicked off of Facebook.
The issue will be infinitely worse given that we are following another deal. It is important that Daniel...
Get the two of you in there. Come on, you stand next to Donald. That's how I'll just get you with Donald. Go ahead. All right. All right, Mega. How long you guys been together?
5 years. Yeah.
5 years.
Married for 2.
Married for 2.
Yep.
And you're a Democrat?
I am. Yeah. I was raised Democratic though.
She just told me 2 weeks ago. She says, you know, the only reason I'm a Democrat is because I was raised a Democrat. And then she asked me about the issues that are going on right now. She goes, so what's going on with the shutdown? She didn't even know.
Well, because I read the fake news. You know?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I have a question for you then, because I think this is wonderful, and I think we ought to have more talk and cross the spectrum, and because there's so much rancor now and discourse and all, and I would like to see more people have this union of love. Now, I don't know if you've heard of, you know about Ocasio-Cortez, of course.
Yes, yep.
The new darling of the left. Right.
Win it.
And you've heard about her Green New Deal?
What is the Green New Deal?
Oh, well, please, you must know. Because she came out last week and said, you know, we're all going to die in 12 years because, you know, the global warming.
Okay, great. I don't believe the global warming stuff.
Oh, well, that's, I can see why you love her.
So,
I don't know why you're a Democrat then. You ought to listen to him more.
I'm a liberal Democrat. Like, I'm
in between. No. That's, yes, you just said that completely wrong.
There is a thing.
But you just said that completely wrong. You're conservative.
I didn't mean, I don't want to start any divorces.
No. We're heading to the courthouse right now.
Well, the deal with the Green New Deal is she just came out with this, right? And the Democrats are tripping all over themselves. Go, no, this is wonderful, because, you know, she is such a rock star on the left right now.
Right.
That, you know, they figure they're going to follow this trend. Because you know how trendy they are. And so, anyway, it's in this deal, we have to do away with all fossil fuels in 10 years. We have to do away with planes, cows. So, you know, we have to build bridges everywhere, like to Hawaii and Europe. All buildings must be retrofitted for renewable energy. All buildings.
All houses, buildings, every building.
So this is my argument, though. Okay, so I like planes. I like cows. His dad is a cattle farmer. So we get fresh beef, right? My father is an iron worker. So he builds these bridges. He goes in and remodifies these buildings. But yet I get my meat from this man, and I get my airfare from you.
Yeah, but we have to now refit all these buildings for sustainable energy.
Right, which gives my father work.
Okay,
but
now
puts
picture
your father out of business.
Now picture our house and getting rid of the propane tank. No gas in the house.
Geothermal.
No, not. Oh, really? How about your new oven you just got, which is all gas?
But if you don't believe in global warming, what are we doing all this stuff for?
Okay, all right.
You see, I think she's a start to lead.
Oh, she is leading. Her problem is that she's one of these Democrats that hates Donald Trump just because he's Donald Trump and to hate Donald Trump. She has no idea what he's done over the past 2 years.
Name how many presidents in a State of the Union address had the entire House of Representatives going, USA! You breaking out in chants of USA. How many?
Right. No, I get it.
Who else has ever done that?
Right?
She just hates him because he's a billionaire.
Why do you hate him?
Because he's a pompous ass. And he's on TV, and he's such a fat.
Wait. Beside his personality,
there's nothing.
There's nothing?
No, his personality. He's just a pompous ass.
But we're talking about policy. He's brought back industry. Right. He's brought back jobs.
I do get that.
He's increased black unemployment,
right.
Latino employment, more women working than ever before.
Right.
I mean, we're looking at policy. I don't care if the guy is like, a pompous ass. I'm looking at what he's doing. Tax cuts. I mean, he's doing things for America.
Yes, I do get that. I do. And I do praise him for that.
So who cares if he's a pompous ass if he's doing things for America?
Hey, he's not getting head in the Oval Office. Am I right?
OMG. Okay. He saw you when we were driving around. He's like, I want to go see that guy. I'm like, no, we're not.
I stopped right here before we found a parking spot. I said, I'm going to see that man.
Wasn't that painful.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
I can see why you love her.
Great to meet you.
Pleasure.
USA, man.
USA!